Hey guys, so once again I'm in a very different setting, but I wanted to do this like basically full face of new makeup. So I'm really excited to kind of layer all of this stuff up. I have tried, like I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Born This Way, which obviously I have tried. I'm gonna be using my new shade of the Dior concealer. I have the new Patrick Ta blush that I have played with a little bit, but not too much. I have these Rowan Beauty eye quads that I haven't played with this one much, but I have been loving the formula of these. What else? We have the new Buxom bronzer. We have the new Gucci bronzer. We have the Dior contour palette, which is not new, but it is new to me. And then we also have the new Pat McGrath mascara. Guys, look at the packaging. It is gold with pink writing, and it is so stunning. And then we also have this Jouer face palette. This is champagne and macaroons in the Sweet Cheeks version. So in here we have Citrine, Romance Me, Delight Me, and then Suntan. And I think I have Suntan in like a duo, but I love how like sleek and compact this is. Like, the benefit, I guess, let me start doing my makeup and then I'll start blabbering. Going in with the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas. And like with the Benefit face palettes that they have, they're just so big. It's almost like, I feel like taking those 6 products individually that all have big boxes, like it just doesn't save any room, if that makes any sense. It is nice that all of the products are like, in one palette together. But I just feel like with this, like it's so itty bitty teeny, it can fit in like anything. So I definitely want to try this out. I know I love the bronzer formula and I have like their blush palette, so not super worried about that. But now we're gonna go in with the Too Faced Born This Way Matte 24-Hour Foundation. You guys, this is like the foundation of my summer dreams. I'm telling you, it's so good on my skin. I really just need like one solid pump, and then I dab it all around like usual and use a sponge to blend it out. I am either loving the Huda Beauty sponge or the same sponge I've been using since I started my channel, the Juno & Co. Storm Cloud sponge thing. They are so good. They come in a 2-pack, and one is like tan and one is black, and it just, like, they are some of the softest sponges I've ever used. So if you really love like a super duper soft sponge, I would say try them. They're super inexpensive. I feel like they're like, are they $9 for a set? Something like that. Like they're way cheaper than Beauty Blender and they're amazing. Okay, so I was playing around with some purple eyeliner earlier and obviously I did not get it off very well, so we will fix that when it comes to the eyes. But with this foundation, I do feel like, it's a matte foundation, so you do need to blend it out relatively quickly, but just the finish, it isn't too matte. Like I don't look crispy and cakey and gross, and it looks so good. So I'm pretty sure my camera just like rudely shut me off and now somebody over there is doing some kind of yard work. But anyways, since this foundation is super light right now, I was going to go in with both of the Dior concealers that I have. I have 1 in and 0 in, but I think I'm just gonna go in with 0 in. I kind of want to see what this looks like alone, and this is the new shade that I got. And with this foundation and with this concealer, you really don't need much. So, and the doe foot is super, super large and in charge, so a lot comes out of it. I don't think I've ever had to dip in more than once. And as always, I'm gonna get my Laura Mercier under eye setting powder ready, just because I feel like that's like the best way to 100% not crease. Yeah, I think this is gonna be the perfect winter shade. And for the summer, once I have a little bit of fake tan on, which should be happening tonight, this will be really nice to mix together with the 1 in. This really is just like, it's such a good concealer. I cannot tell you the last time I like fell in love with a concealer like this. And I have my my Jouer like pin concealer that I still need to really try out. I've tried it like once and then I washed my face. I really didn't even try it. And I don't know, I was like, I'm too scared to use that one today. I feel like my makeup might actually look good after I put all of these products on, so I would like to keep it looking okay if I can. Alright, now that my under eyes are set, I am going to go in with a little bit of cream bronzer, and I think the last one that I got is this Clinique Chubby Sticks, which I've been using a ton. This and my Tarte are like my go-tos, and I love this one because it's just so easy to like draw a tiny little line of it on, and like it blends out so quick. It just gives your skin such a nice, just like it brings some life back to your skin, you know, like after you put on your foundation and your concealer and you really just look completely potato faced. I feel like when I go in with this, it just brings my face back to life a little bit more, and then when I add a little bit of bronzer, it helps out even, a little bit of blush, it helps out even more. And then real quick before I set my face, I know I have the blushes in that Jouer face powder palette, but I also have the Patrick Ta Do We Know Her, and this is such a beautiful peachy cream blush, so I do want to put just a little bit of this down. I just feel like while I'm doing my eyes, I can kind of like see the full picture when I have a little bit of cream blush and cream bronzer on, even if I am going to top it with other things, if that makes any sense at all. This is such a fun and beautiful color, and one amazing thing about it is that you can, you know, put it on top of powders. So he actually like suggests using it on top of powders. He says to use the powder first and then to top it with the cream blush. So it does look amazing on top of powders. It doesn't like do that weird clingy thing, and I really appreciate that. So I have my face very lightly set with my Charlotte Tilbury magic powder that I'm getting very close to finishing off. I'm very proud of myself. I absolutely love this powder. Like, this is my holy grail powder by far. And I think I'm going to run and just like throw some brow gel in real quick, and then we can get started on a very simple eye look and yeah, finish off the face. So I will be right back. Okay, I just threw in a little bit of the Benefit Gimme Brow in gray, and I'm so obsessed with it because I feel like with like the end of my hair being just kind of like everywhere and whatever I want it to be that day, I feel like that one just like brings enough cool tonedness. I know that is definitely not like grammatically correct, but you know what I'm trying to say. So let's get into the eyes. And for the eyes, I grabbed this Smashbox Photo Edit Eyeshadow Trio. This is in Nude Pick Deep, and I definitely fell for the packaging. I think this little like camera lens is so freaking cute, and I don't know, I just felt like this would be a super easy like shadow combo to go along with my gorgeous Rowan Beauty 75 degree warm palette. So both of them very warm. Not sure, I was about to say I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but I'm like 100% sure that I'm going to put this on my lid, throw this in my crease, and then play with these. So let's just go ahead and do that. I'm gonna take this lightest shade here just all over my eye, basically. I don't think it's gonna have enough color to really do too much. Maybe just give me a nice little bit of coverage, I guess. Okay. Yeah, that just gave me like a little more coverage than this eye has. So now I'm going to go in with my trusty Morphe M441. This is just like such a good blending brush. And I'm gonna go right into the shade that like calls my name. I'm trying to think if I've ever used like Smashbox shadows before. And for some reason, I don't feel like I have. Like, I don't have any of their eyeshadow palettes. And I was walking around Ulta like I do. I saw this one. And I think there were like 3 different like versions. I feel like it was light, medium, and deep. And I guess I got the deep. I feel like the medium was really cool toned. So I knew it wasn't like what I wanted. I was looking for like a really small everyday little palette that I could just kind of throw in my makeup bag and use like a topper with, because I have some really pretty like hourglass toppers I could use with this palette, and I just feel like this is just nice, quick, and easy, which is what I'm all about right now. So I'm literally just going to fluff this through my crease. And I think that's it. I don't even think I'm gonna like deepen up the outer corner or anything, because these are just so pretty. I just want to play with these. So let's see, what should I go into first? I kind of want to use this one and this one maybe. This one on my lid and this one to kind of top it off. So let's do that. I'm telling you, this is like the most insane formula. I do not know how to describe it, but it's just like, oh, it's so good. Like, that just looks so pretty to me. It's like very glassy eye finish kind of a thing. So I'm literally taking this over my entire lid. Then I'm gonna go back in with my blender brush. I'm not gonna put anything on there, but I am just going to kind of run this through. And then I want to take this beautiful light shade here, also on my finger. I'm not sure if these would work with brushes. Like, they don't, I think they're creamy enough to where you really do need to just use your fingers. And I'm going to tap this right on like the first half and into my inner corner. Oh, that is pretty. Wow, that's like a legit topper too. Like, it doesn't have much color underneath it. It just has that beautiful gold reflect. Wow. All right, so definitely like my everyday go-to kind of look, but oh wow, I love these together. So let me run off real quick. I'm gonna do the same thing on the side, throw on some mascara, and then we are gonna play around with the contouring palette and the Jouer palette. Maybe a couple other things. So I will be right back. Okay, so these are both eyes done, and I just want to show y'all this Pat McGrath mascara. Guys, oh my god, it's so good. Like, it's so good. And when you have any kind of like black liner on, literally looks like you're wearing false lashes. Not to mention this packaging with the pink writing just like gives me all the feels. But super into like my little super easy eye look today. I feel like, I mean, it literally takes like 5 minutes to do, and it's just, it doesn't look like it was super easy. It looked like, you know, it looks like I took time to really blend out a bunch of colors and really add in dimension and do all of this and then add the shimmer, when really I just went in with a shade and then 2 shimmers and, well, a shimmer and a topper. So I don't know why I'm so into this like just easy kind of slap on the eyes look lately. I think in like fall and winter, I really love those like smoked out, like you really blend and blend and blend, and you add this shade to this shade and this shade and this shade and this shade, and like it looks beautiful. But in the summer, I want something super quick and easy and just like go to like this. So I am really enjoying this look. Now, oh, and I did throw in a little bit of the Milk Makeup. It's just the nude eyeliner in my waterline, because I do have that purple over here that looks a little bit crazy. So now I'm super excited. Let's try out this Dior contour palette. So I think we're going to just be kind of on the safe side today. I have no fake tan on, I'm very pale. We're gonna stick with this shade right here, and I'm going to use my NARS Ita brush because apparently it's the best, even though, I don't know, I'm not sure how I'm personally feeling about it, but all right, so we have a little bit of product. I'm just gonna kind of like, all right, well, that is a contour for sure. I don't want to really blend this out too much with this brush. I know I say this all the time, but when I go in with my bronzer, I feel like my contour just like blends out a bit better when I do them together, but I'm not minding this shade. My already tiny forehead does not need to be contoured, but I do like to add a little bit of the color up there just to kind of, you know, not make my face look totally out of whack. All right, so I kind of just have it applied at this point. Now, I don't know why I'm holding the brush like that. All right, now I want to go in. I think I want to go in with the Jouer bronzer and kind of buff it out a little bit. I'm gonna take my Tom Ford bronzer brush into this suntan shade and really just like warm up my whole face, but also try to blend that out a bit. Is that exactly what I just said? I feel like I do that all the time. Like when I'm editing things, I'm like, you just said the same thing 3 times. Like, good job, Hattie. So also just like looking at myself from this point, from this angle, you can tell that my face does have a little bit of luminosity, you know, left to it. Even though I have a super, super matte foundation on. And I think that really is all the Tatcha Silk Canvas. It just gives you like such a nice amount. It's like the perfect amount of moisture, especially under a matte foundation. It can be a little bit much. Like if I don't have a matte foundation, I will always put my matte primer down my T-zone. But if I do have a matte foundation like this one, I just, you know, put that everywhere and then put the foundation on top, and it's like a beautiful combination. So I feel like I have very long lasting makeup right now. It's not cakey, it's not like building up funky, and I feel like that actually looks really good with the contour. Like I might have gone a little heavy handed, but I think it looks pretty good. I like that shade too. I don't think I would go any deeper than that shade unless I was like super, super self-tanned. So I'm definitely gonna need to figure out if I will be able to use any of these other shades. Like if I'm only going to use this one shade, I'm not gonna say that I will like recommend it, but if I could maybe set my under eyes with this, and this is supposed to be a deep highlighter, maybe if I could bronze a little with this when I'm super pale. I don't know, we need to play around with it. Obviously I could use them all for eyeshadows as well, but I do like the color that I used today. I think that looks really pretty, and I feel like I could have a super like snatched jaw right now if I wanted to. I'm not going to because I'm just going to Parker's other grandparents' house to pick him up, so probably don't need to look like I was just out clubbing, but whatever. So now let's jump into the blush, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just want to mix these up, but this one is matte and this one has a little bit of shimmer to it, so I am going to apply this one first. I love Jouer's blushes. I think they're so pretty, and they're also like kind of the perfect amount of pigmented, if that makes sense. Like they're not too much, and they're definitely buildable, which I appreciate a lot. And then just on the apples of my cheeks, I am going to go in with this pink Delight Me. That has such a pretty like reflect to it. Okay, and then just to kind of finish off the face a little, I'm going to take some of this new Buxom bronzer, just because I have it sitting right here and I'm a bronzer crazy horse, so you know what's up. I just want to finish off with kind of blending my bronzer and my blush together, giving me a little more color. I'm a little bit obsessed with my complexion right now. I feel like I always have the hardest time blending out my forehead, especially like in this light. I feel like this is such a like bang on your face kind of light. So now for highlighter, I'm so excited because I've heard so many good things about this. This is the Citrine highlighter from Jouer. So we're going to take this on my Real Techniques setting brush, of course. And it looks a little bit deep, but I've seen people like even more fair than me use it. So let's see. Oh, okay. Okay. Wow. Wow. That highlight and contour is like popping today. All right. Wow, this is so pretty. I really haven't like fallen for any highlighters since I got the Guerlain Meteorites palette thing that I have, because it's just so freaking good. But okay. Wow, that's so pretty. I'm gonna take just a little brush and kind of pop some on my inner corners real quick. Oh yeah, this is like a beautiful gold that looks so pretty with this eye look. Oh my goodness. Wow, that looks pretty. I love when my makeup comes out like this, and I'm just like so excited to wear it. So, okay, last up we have lips, and for lips I'm going to use a favorite and a newbie. We have the XO Beauty Mari lip pencil, and then this is the Fenty shiny lipstick things they just came out with in glazed. So let me line my lips real quick. This is just like the perfect nude lip liner for me. So now let's go in with the Fenty glazed, and I've heard like Ally Glines, who else? Kelly Strack. So many people rave about this. I don't know why I can't think of them right now, but it was like their favorite out of all the shades. So let's see. Oh yeah, that's pretty. All right, so we found some new favorites tonight. I am absolutely obsessed with how this look came out. Like, if my makeup could look like this every day, I would be so happy. I love my eyes. I love that like golden topper shade that I used out of the Rowan palette. I love that Jouer face palette. That is really pretty. I also really like the contour shade, I think. I'm gonna need to get used to like contouring again, because I definitely need to like, you know, blend down my neck a little bit more and all of that. But this was just kind of to play around with it, and I think it looks pretty good. Like, I could definitely learn more about contouring, but I think it looks good. The lips are so pretty. It's just like a beautiful nude. It almost feels like a little bit glossy. I don't know. I love the formula of these though. So I'm super happy with how this entire look turned out. I cannot believe I forgot to bring a setting spray. I'm very upset, but that's not the worst thing in the world, because this foundation lasts forever. So I've also found that like, since the foundation is matte and everything just kind of like sticks to it, everything does just last a really long time when you're wearing this, which is also really nice. So I think this video got way longer than I anticipated it being, which is definitely not the first time around here. So if you enjoyed, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. I hope y'all are having a great day, night, evening, weekend, whatever it is, wherever you are. Bye.